Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Twanna Y'vette Speaks. This is your host, Twanna Y'vette, and for the next few minutes, I am bringing you a story that I just ran across in my email. Let me do this window capture really quickly so that you guys can see what I'm seeing. There we go. All right, so you guys, I ran across this in my email uh, when I got home, and it says Sweetie Pie's Miss Robbie posts message thanking fans for support amid son's imprisonment for murder of her grandson. The family of own reality star Sweetie Pie's Tim Norman has remained relatively silent throughout his current legal battle. Norman is sitting in a Louisiana prison on charges related to his nephew's murder. His mother, Robbie, known as Miss Robbie Montgomery, is standing by her son and thanking fans of the show for their support. I have got to know what you guys think about this. I need to know. I want to know. The last thing I posted about this was it was relatively about Sweetie Pies. It was about Deion Sanders and how he was, visiting the restaurant, and Miss Robbie looked well, and she was actually working at that particular restaurant. And a lot of you asked me if she had moved. I am not sure. And of course, she hasn't said that she actually has a home there. So it could be that she's at Tim's home, perhaps. She may have, gotten a home there herself. She may be traveling back and forth. I don't know. That's just me, giving, my little 2 cents on, where she's actually living. But, her and her son have more than one resident. So we do know that for sure. Anyway, you guys know the story, so I'm not going to read this whole thing. But Tim Norman is currently in jail on charges related to his nephew's murder. They don't really say anything different here, but they do give this wonderful video that we have seen, and I did a reaction to. Miss Robbie remembers her grandson at Welcoming Sweetie Pies. So they do have related articles about this, and you can check all of that. But it does say in the days leading up to Montgomery's death, police records reveal that Norman and his co-conspirators began communicating via burner phones, as we know, and that was to secure Montgomery's location. Okay, so Norman allegedly tried cashing in on Montgomery's life insurance policies, which is plural, a week after Montgomery's murder, which was denied because he could not provide proper documentation, which public record we now know was number one, the death certificate, and number two, a copy of Andre's identification, like his driver's license, to match up the signatures. And so he was not in possession of either of those documentations. All About the Tease interview with Tasha K claims that Norman's jealousy and greed is to blame for his involvement. Me personally, my little bit of commentary on this is and will always be that Tim, number one, of course, wanted the insurance policies, but number two, his plan got interrupted when he found out that Andre was communicating and working with the police about the robbery that cost Miss Robbie over $200,000 in diamonds, gold, and money, cash, to be exact. And so those two reasons, are just, that logical thinking. That's just my commentary on it. That's just my thought. Logically, I'm looking at this. If Tim Norman, in fact, did this, he had two reasons, okay, to do this, to lash out at Andre. It still doesn't warrant him taking Andre's life. I will never be in support of that. And I don't know if Tim is guilty. He remains, stable, as he did not do this and he was set up. Somebody framed him. You know, all I know is Andre Montgomery is deceased. He's gone. His parents, his mom, will never get to see her son again. His father is already deceased. Miss Robbie has lost so much, and Andre's mother's side of the family is grieving all over again. So whoever is responsible for this should really just say, hey, I'm responsible for this, to give both sides of Andre's family, some sort of relief and some sort of closure. That's just my opinion, okay? Now, a source close to Miss Robbie states that she is sticking by Tim Norman amid his arrest. Okay, let's go on with these statements. So, Norman was arrested in Mississippi, as I said before, and he asked the judge to be released on bail. Now, a lot of people were saying that Miss Robbie asked, well, she did not. Tim and his lawyer, or a team of lawyers, at the time it was just the one lawyer, okay? And I introduced you guys to him in a recent video. So, Tim and the lawyer, spoke before the team of lawyers came in. Tim was denied bail, and so the team of lawyers came in. A private sector is paying for his lawyers. It is not Ms. Robbie. It is a corporation because it's all about business with these people. They consider this a high profile case, okay? It is national. And so, of course, people are going to step in. Now, here's me commentating again. I just have to say this. Would it be possible? And, I love reading you guys' comments. I try to reply to as many as possible. But would it be possible if um, his team of lawyers have something that could not only take the table of him being executed away, just wipe it away, as well as him possibly being free? What reason would his lawyer bring in the entire team from his firm unless they had something solid? But then again, on the other hand, Tim would not have been arrested had the FBI didn't have something solid after all these years. You guys, I'm speaking to the village right now. You guys, woo, these people need some heavy prayer. And let me tell you something, regardless of what becomes of this case, it's not going to bring Andre back. And I know that if I were Andre's mom, putting myself in her shoes as much as I can, let me just say, I would be clinging to, something that would make sense of it all. I really, this is just me. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the table. I don't see Tim Norman getting off. Excuse me. I don't see him getting off. For me, in my mind, solely because Terica Ellis already said, Tim hired me. He promised me $10,000. She kept 1,000 in her pocket and she deposited 9,000 in different bank accounts. So she was paid for her services. Okay? And she said, this is why I was paid. I cannot imagine, okay? Can't imagine Tim being completely exonerated of this. Just because, like, what other Tim could she have possibly been talking about? Number one. Number two, she was talking to him on the burner phones, and the FBI have those records. Of course, that's not enough to, swoop in and, make an arrest. But there is other evidence that we don't even know about, and we probably won't know about any of this stuff that the FBI knows and or his team of lawyer knows, him being Tim, until the trial begins and until all this stuff unfolds. But just looking, I'm on the outside looking in, okay? I don't have a personal relationship with any of these people, but I'm on the outside looking in, and I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, this does not look good for Tim. And I can't, my mind won't wrap itself around anything else except Tim mastermind this whole thing. Otherwise, why would Terica Ellis come forward with that testimony? And I'm talking about while she's just in jail. Nobody's even been sentenced yet. Innocent until proven guilty is what the law says. But the evidence, do you understand what I'm saying? The evidence. All right. Sources close to Miss Robbie says that life seems unreal right now, especially for people dealing with this pain and heartache. And this is what Simpson wrote in a post. Um, One of those people is our beloved Miss Robbie Montgomery, and I reached out to her, letting her know that she is loved and has an immense amount of support. And this is coming from a source close to Miss Robbie. We all know this. And so Miss Robbie previously spoke to a St. Louis reporter and close friend, April Simpson, is who Simpson is, and she updated the fans of that post on Instagram. So if you follow Miss Robbie on Instagram, regardless of how you feel about her son, just keep praying for her and just, reach out to her. Andre's mother is on, Facebook, and I keep in contact with Andre's sister, and I'm always, sending love and support and encouragement. And she is an avid watcher of this show. So, um, but we all know from, Andre's sister, she said it herself, that their family looked at Tim before he was even arrested, that he had something to do with this. Now, why would so many people, even people on Miss Robbie's side of the family, according to, these sources that keep reporting stuff, huh? Why would so many people be against Tim saying, hey, listen, I think Tim had something to do with this, you know? I don't know. Just let's move on with the story. Miss Robbie posts a heartfelt message to fans amid Tim's arrest. In an updated message on her personal Instagram account, we're going to go to that Instagram account. Miss Robbie posted a picture of her in her chef uniform with her hands formed in the shape of a heart. She captioned this. All right, here we are on Instagram. She says, I truly appreciate all the love, prayers, cards, calls, and messages and support my family and I have received from you all. May God bless you all. I'm liking that post. She's getting a lot of hearts and a lot of prayers. And we're praying for you, Miss Robbie. We're praying for Andre's family, both sides of the family. Because I know that Andre loved Miss Robbie. And he was so appreciative to this woman for, helping him, graduate and helping him find his passion, which apparently was music. And then it just, it brings it all back up again. I know she loves her son, and I know she loves Andre. So this can't be easy, and I'm hoping that when people comment on this post that they don't say anything, that brings her to tears or makes this any harder. I hope people have compassion because regardless of what our children do, and a lot of us, me, I'm 49 years old. So, my daughter is 28. I'm going to have my second grandbaby in March. I've already got a 4-year-old granddaughter. And regardless of what my kids, I call all of them my kids, regardless of what my kids do, I love them. Um, and I know that, Miss Robbie is a believer. I know she believes in Jesus Christ, so she's going to say a sin is a sin. But here on earth, in an imperfect world, village, I'm telling you, this is a pain that never goes away. Putting all animosity aside and all hard feelings and all of that, just dealing with the pain of losing a child, you think about it every day. Now imagine that your grandson is gone and then your son is the one accused. I'm just, sometimes I think about this and I'm speechless because I could not imagine. I couldn't imagine. And I feel so just heartbroken for everybody that's I wish that, this wasn't happening. I wish that, Tim wasn't even implicated, but at the same time, somebody had to be arrested and, with evidence and things in the FBI's hands. Somebody is going to have to pay for this. And so my prayer for this whole thing is that the truth be revealed, regardless of what the truth is, that the truth be revealed so that every party that has been affected gets the relief and the help that they need. Because I'm telling you, when a crime has been committed and somebody does you wrong or takes something away from you that is irreplaceable, one of the things that, helps is the truth. And so at least you could say, now I know. Okay. So others close to Norman and the family are remaining mum. They're not saying anything. And it's unclear when his trial will begin, according to reporters, but he is, along with one other co conspirator, facing life in prison. So that means that Wally is not facing life in prison as we know it. The article says that his other co conspirator, which is Terica Ellis, is facing life in prison. And the insurance agent who assisted Norman, which is Wally, um, he assisted Norman in taking out the life insurance policy. He's also currently in prison, so he has been taken back to prison. Okay, and I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, "Where's Wally? He's in jail." I know I'm not laughing because he's in jail. I'm just, you know, these people. Sometimes you can't get away with stuff. I mean, come on. You're a part of this. There's no way that you were going to get away with it. Well, all I did was offer him insurance. You know, you, why would you offer? Why would you offer and help a man get life insurance on people that aren't even present to agree with this? Do you hear what I'm saying? Does that make sense to anybody? Why would you, as an insurance salesperson, an insurance agent, help somebody to get a life insurance policy or policies on a person that is not even there to speak for themselves, unless it is an infant and you are the parent or the legal guardian? Does that even make sense? I can hear, as an insurance agent, because we've dealt with a lot of them, I can hear the agent saying, well, when that other person comes in and signs this policy, then you can turn it in. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. I knew you that you would. I knew you would understand what I'm saying. Sweetie Pie is a look back at Tim Norman's criminal past following his arrest in connection and alleged murder for hire plot against his nephew. I'm going to leave this link in the comments section so that you guys can read this for yourself. If you are not up to speed, if you are missing information, if you think that, hey, I didn't catch all of the videos that we have in our playlist, I am going to leave this in the description box and the comments. This is Showbiz Cheat Sheet. So I'm going to leave this link for you so that you can backtrack. This Showbiz Cheat Sheet for me always has the latest information. It is the 27th, and this was updated on the 25th. Okay, so if anybody was wondering, this is the absolute latest that has come out. And I always wait because I know people like to jump on, stories, but I like to follow ads, newspapers and blogs that actually, wait and they do everything accurately so that I can commentate on news that is actually, factual. Um, that's just one of the things that I do. I don't like to jump the gun, and I understand that a lot of people aren't like that. Sorry. Anyway, you guys, I do appreciate you guys taking these 20 minutes out to listen to me rant on about this, but you can understand how this is affecting Black America and America in general, but especially us because we go through so much as a people, and stupid, it makes all of us look stupid. You know what I'm saying? So, this is touchy. I'm sorry, everybody who will run across this. I am not being biased at all. I'm just saying, as an African American woman, that I don't appreciate when our people do stupid stuff because it makes all of us look sick. It clumps us up, and then you will hear comments like, oh, well, they do stuff like that. Who the heck is they? No, they don't. There, people of all races do stupid stuff, but you do understand what I'm saying. I live in the South, so we hear this all the time. Well, that's what they do. Those people do stuff like that. You need to stay away from those people. Those people don't know how to act. You see them all the time on, television doing stuff stupid, you know. So, for me, it's a little touchy in, several different aspects, but I do want you guys to remember to say a prayer for these families, okay? Say a prayer. Say a prayer for everybody involved because this is serious. And, you know, there's nothing else you can really say about this case. At this point, unless more evidence is shared with us as an audience, and it's people, you know, wishing everybody the best, there's nothing else that we can say, report, do, except for pray and wait for this trial to begin to hear Tim's testimony and to hear Terica Ellis and to hear Wally on the stand and to see, these other people and to make sure that Andre's name is vindicated as far as this, robbery, because I still don't believe he did it. And unless there is adequate evidence, I will not believe that he did it. And I don't care, if he had, wiling out friends and he had fun on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. What 20 something year old didn't? I did. I mean, I didn't like drink or smoke or anything, but I was in my 20s. Are you kidding me? 17, 18, 19, 20, up until I was about 25. I didn't have a sense. I didn't have the sense God gave a gnat, okay? I was wiling out. I was not always saved. I was not always a minister. So I'm not even looking at that, you know, unless you are spotless, don't throw stones, okay? Because all of us live in glass houses when it comes to we all have had a past, okay? But it does not warrant this young man to be gone. He's not locked up in prison. He's not away in Mexico. This boy is gone. Okay, Andre Montgomery will never come back. He will never have an opportunity to have children, to get married, to live his dream of being a rapper. All of that is wiped away because somebody was so callous enough to rip his entire life away. And that right there is the reason why I'm so passionate about this story. And that right there is the reason why I don't care whose fault it is. Somebody has got to pay for this. All right, you guys, keep the family in your prayers. I'm going to go. I love you guys so much. Remember to live on purpose. And I will talk to you guys in another video. All right, bye for now.